Okay. Hi, hi. Am I audible? Hello.
Hi, Vishal. Yes, you are audible.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah,
How's your
but
day?
your screen, I think so. Your voice leaking.
My voice leaking?
Cool, great, superb, awesome. Your voice, yeah, it's a fluctuating.
Okay, let me check. Let me fix this.
Now, okay, now.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So today we will see some actual practical scenarios. You will guide me for solving that machine. Correct? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Till then, till the level I know, I will definitely guide you for this. So today we will solve this LFI vulnerability, local file inclusion, along with the password cracking
Mhm.
and the privilege escalation.
Okay. So there are only three topics. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, please give us example and tell in the brief about the vulnerabilities, right? Which help us to get the knowledge from you. Okay. And we have to say very thanks to the vinca academy. They give us very nice lab, like which is I lab v1. And I want to show you how that web iLabs is created, and actually this lab is created by me. Okay, so whole credit goes to the vinca actually, because they give me the opportunity to create this kind of lab. All right. So let's see the topics like elephant, password crack, and privilege escalations. Akanksha, please tell me how to start now. Here is IP address 192.168.1.7.
Okay. So, can you please a little enlarge your CLI machine? Terminal.
Okay, you want to see like that one?
Yeah, actually,
Okay,
in the
CLI terminal.
share
Okay,
screen.
machine CLI terminal. One second. One second. This one.
Yeah.
Okay, huh.
Yeah. Because it get a little tough to recognize from here, and might be some of our viewers will also get disrupted with this. So, you can enlarge this.
Large.
A little enlarge. Can you, if it's possible?
Uh, one second. Magnifier. Might be it's possible using the magnifier. Now, okay.
Okay. No. Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
So here first we need to search for the vulnerability. So right now we are going to perform the privilege escalation via the LFI vulnerability, and LFI vulnerability is like a local file inclusion vulnerability. So for the viewers point, I just want to explain a little only for the local file inclusion. So whenever we get LFI vulnerability uh, in our network or in our website, at that time we can, this is a vulnerability that can help us to access the local file that is presented on the server, or on the server, whether it's a web server or database server. So LFI vulnerability is just for the inclusion, privilege inclusion, for the file perspectives.
One
So
second.
here in, yeah.
One second. How to stop this?
Yeah, we can just stop the magnifier.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
One second, huh? Just a second.
Okay.
All right, huh? Yeah, say.
I
Yeah,
think there,
continue, please.
okay, might be you will get the option here in file option, to enlarge the text of this terminal.
Here, align on the view button. Here,
Okay. No,
scale
no, no.
more and
Scale mode, maybe.
scale mode. Okay.
Maybe to enlarge the text.
Mm,
Okay, it's not
no.
working. No.
Right. Now,
Oops.
okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's okay. Actually, the basically the point is that the viewer will not get confused with this that they are unable to see anything in this terminal.
Right. So, what is this terminal actually? Can you please tell?
Um, can you explain this for the sake?
Yeah, this is just web server. Okay, install. I just install that website, right? The
Hmm.
website on Debian server. Okay,
Okay.
I like here. This IP address is 192.168.1.7, and uh, whether you type that IP address in browser, you can see the website, vinca wala website. Okay, look at this.
Okay.
So this is just coding, not actual website. I already, just copy paste that code in this website, web server. So I created a web
Okay.
server, okay, which look like a
Hmm.
normal website, and our target is what to find the vulnerability on that website, one not
Okay.
seven. Okay,
Hmm.
whether you found the vulnerability, we will count that in enumerations. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Hmm.
already we know ki there is a LFI vulnerability. So
Hmm.
what is LFI vulnerability, Akanksha?
LFI vulnerability is local file inclusion. This vulnerability help us to access the file that is stored in the server. So, so here we have the LFI vulnerability after just searching with the n number of tools and scenarios. So we just found it that this server is containing LFI vulnerability. That means we can after few steps we can access the file that is stored in the server.
All right, all right, all right. So basically, a first step to find the LFI vulnerability is you can scroll or you can search over the website. Is there any URL or the button which redirect to the file? So here you can see the get start button, na, है ना?
Yeah.
This is na, like the
Yeah.
parameter is like lfi.php file and equal
Yeah.
to something php info.php. It means what? It redirect to that file. What if there is number then? what
What
if
is?
what
Okay.
if there is any number? The vulnerability is
Then SQL injection might
correct.
be.
Yes, this will be the SQL injection. But here you can see the equal to having something file name, the PHP file name. It means
Okay.
it trigger that parameter is triggering the PHP info file. And look at the below. The PHP file will display the information, everything, whatever that PHP file have. PHP file have. Right. So what
Right.
if how to you know how to misuse that LFI vulnerability, Akanksha? How to misuse? Misuse means what? You got the vulnerability. Now how to use that vulnerability for your purpose?
For after getting this we can access the file and might be like we can't not we can't only access this file. There's lots of file that is stored in the server and we can go to that one as well, like password file, user file. And after the privilege escalation we can do anything, like
Yeah.
if the server is having the SSH access and initially we get the password file and the user details for this file, then we can initially perform the SSH access or any privilege escalation.
Okay. 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 So tell me about more LFI vulnerability.
It's more for the to access the file from the servers and
Okay.
yeah.
What about the password cracking?
Password cracking is to get unauthorized access via password in anything, like just I give another example for the SSH part, where where we can perform the brute force just to crack the password, to get the password, and we are entering in something without the actual path, without the authenticated path, just after the cracking a password via using different tools and with the different methods.
Okay. Okay. All right. So the what are the privilege escalation then?
Privilege escalation means to get the privilege access one step higher, one step ahead access of the system, that having the access to do the n number of things. Like if we have a local user in our system, okay, then they have only assigned some of the tasks that they can only perform via their user access. But if we have a higher level access in the system, then we can, like root level access, then we can perform anything. Like we can even edit a password file, user file, we can create a user, we can delete a user. But if I'm using a if I'm a local user and I'm not have the permission to do this thing, then after privilege escalation I can go to the root part and do
Hmm.
whatever I want to do without as root have every permission.
Okay. So do you know any privilege escalations topics?
Privilege escalation
Huh?
topics.
Huh?
uh is it similar to the Linux or Windows? Like for the Linux part we go in, usually do sudo, and for the Windows part we use the administrator access. Is it similar to this?
Yes, 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 yes. Correct,
Okay.
correct. So, can you please elaborate about the pseudo privilege escalation?
Like in the sudo part I don't know very much more about the sudo, but after just entering in the sudo mode we can go to the root, we can directly go to the root part and perform the use different tools and perform different services that is only accessible via the root. So sudo is so like for going in the root part there are two type of method. Either I can log in via the root login, I can create a root user and assign them every privilege, and then do the activity from the root user. Or I can test directly for a single service I want to use for the root part, then I can use the sudo su and just go to perform this particular service, only this scenario from the root perspectives with every
Okay.
single permissions.
All right. Very nice. So, how to start then now here?
So from here you can just search for the files that is available here. Can you please click enter?
Sorry?
Click enter for this.
Okay, I just enter.
Okay, sorry, actually, I'm also new. Can you please guide me after this?
Guide. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you just hold a second? 1 second. Let me delete this PHP. Now tell me.
We can directly go to the etc slash password slash etc slash password. And
Okay.
yeah, so after just going to the slash etc and slash password, we just went to the like Linux users store the password and the user detail in etc file. So we are here, we are accessing this etc slash password file directory from here. So here is the n number of thing that is written here, so we can recognize the useful thing that is beneficial for us, like the n number of user detail or n number of things. So here we need to recognize after just going digging deep down in this code.
Okay. So look at here, we got the users information because this files is etc passability and which having the users information LFI means LFI means you just told now ki like a local file inclusion. We found that the file is triggering passability file arbitrary file is triggering because there is
Hmm.
vulnerability, right?
Hmm.
So we can select the particular users. How many users there?
I think it's one is here, Vishal, in the one second, third, fourth, fifth line from downside. If you can check, there's a user Vishal.
All right, this one. Ha ha ha. Vishal,
Yeah,
one.
y- yeah.
Here it is. One second,
Uh,
one second. I'm just searching. Vishal.
okay,
Ha, this one.
yeah, yeah, Vishal.
Vishal one, user three, user two, and user one,
Tune user one.
and the root one. Right.
Yeah,
So we have three users.
okay. No, we have
Right.
four user now. Vishal,
Yes.
user three, user two, and user one.
Right. 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 So can we
Four.
try for NFS? Sorry, nmapping.
Yeah, sure.
Nmapping on the IP address. All right. So look at here. The SSL services already started.
Yeah, SSS service is working on this. So, as we have the user details, okay, so we have the four users right now: user one, user two, user three, and Vishal.
Sorry.
Okay, so
Yes.
right
Yes.
now, we have a crown jewel type of something that we get after this end mapping, like port number 22 SSH is open, so we can directly attack over the SSH port number. So we can yeah, he's just writing the command ssh user at the rate the IP address. So right now we are trying to access from the user 2.
Yes, yes, two or one, right. But do we have passwords of that particular user?
No.
So
Yeah,
how
this time we
can
don't have password, so we'll try to perform the brute force and password cracking techniques. So different people have different they know the different password cracking techniques. So as
Hmm,
per their need or as per their knowledge, they can use their techniques. So right now we are using Hydra here. We have just assigning we have just entered the username user one, and for the p password.txt is containing the n number of passwords
hmm.
in the file, in the txt file, in this
That
txt file.
as a demonstration purpose, we just put there some password only. Okay, but
Yeah.
you can use the Hydra, sorry, RockU or Crack Stations password file. There are another file which we call the sec list. Okay, the sec list here also having a huge number of passwords. You can use this also. Right. So next is the IP address and last one is your SSS services. Correct? Hello, are you there? Hello. Hello, Gangsha, you are not audible here. Avinash Pingre. Hi. Hi, Avinash. Priya, you. Okay, she just left. Might be she have some issues. Okay, so till what we do here, just checking the LFI vulnerability on that IP address. We got the users list, and I'm going to attacks on user number one. Okay, let's find the password for that user. Look at here. We got the passwords. Password is 1234. And now I'm going to log in here using the same password. 1234. Okay. Okay. Akanksha. Okay, so you there now?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, actually there is some network issue from my
Yes.
side, but now it's fine.
All right. All right.
I
So I just
troubleshooted
log
it.
in, I just cracked the password, right, using the
Okay.
Hydra, and I got the password 1234. And also I
Okay.
log in here using the SSH and user one at the rate IP address. And look at here, you can see it. We are inside the server. The user is normal user. Okay, let me try to see the arbitrary file. Can I cat the no? I cannot, I cannot read the arbitrary file from user one. So what to do now? What to
Wait
do?
a second. I'm just managing.
You
Wait a
there?
second, yeah, please. I'm just managing my screen. It's showing my name over this.
Yeah, it's showing correctly. Nothing else. It all right. It's all right.
No, actually, my name is actually showing just above the codes.
No, no, it's clearly Akanksha, Priya. Maybe you have some bugs on your browser.
No,
Don't worry.
actually, let me share you my screen.
No, no, don't share. Okay, don't
No,
share.
no, no. Actually, I'm not sharing my screen. I'm just saying, can you please move this terminal to the right side? Because there's a lots of comment uh, uh, for our from our viewers, and that is just over the CLI part.
All right, one second. Like this.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine.
All right. Okay. So look at here on Kali Linux. I get access in user one. User one don't having the privilege as much that user want to read the arbitrary file. So
Hmm.
I'm not able to read etc and shadow file because user one don't having the permissions. Even if you type here who am I, it will show you are a user one, right?
Hmm.
So our target is to make a root user. So we hack the account, sorry, we hack that website, then we are privileged, we getting the privilege as a root. So next target is to do a root using the password, sorry, privilege escalation techniques. So there are number of privilege escalation technique. One of the privilege escalation technique is sudo. Okay, sudo means what? System already gives you a privilege access which you want to misuse. Okay, you can.
Yeah.
So how to use that sudo? Can you please tell me?
So here we can just type sudo dash l, where we can where we get to know till how many permission that user one is having. Okay, it's like he has only access to the user bin and nmap.
Yes, correct, correct, correct. So here you can see that user one have the privilege to execute that nmap tool only.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can use the sudo command and you can execute the nmap command. It means what? When you executing the nmap using sudo, that the system will suppose ki yes, ye nmap tool executed by root. Why? Because sudo is having that kind of power. If root gives you sudo privilege, it means what? Root suppose ki ha, you can pretend as a root while using sudo command. but they means like root give you only the nmap wala tool access. So you can have the only nmap wala tool for the sudo access. Whether they gives or whether root gives you all access, all means everything you can access using the sudo, then it means what, आपके पास पूरा access है, you have the entire access, you are the owner of that system, because you have whole access as a sudo is having the full power. So those people are the sudo, those user are the sudo, they having that particular power, who who can pretend as a root. So just misuse that nmap and get the root access. Simple, right? So root you use the nmapping as a sudo access, but you are, you know, misuse that and trying to switch in a root user. How to do this? Any idea?
We can go to a website to execute a command like on no we are not executing a command in this website. We can search for the command in this website, and that will make a little easier for us rather than learning every single command.
Okay. Means can I use this text or syntax here?
Yeah.
Okay, let me copy paste this thing. The second line
Yes.
and
The
third
third
one.
one.
Okay, so before typing that, I'm just showing you who am I by using the id command, or who am I. It's a user one. You are a user one, and if I read the
Hmm.
etc pass shadow file, I cannot. But when I
Hmm.
type that last wala command, look, you getting the access. And when you type the id command, it show you you are a root. Bash hyphen p, sorry, bash hyphen p id, who am I. Okay, it show the root. And can I read the shadow file, etc slash shadow? Yes, I can read that shadow file also. So I'm a root now, right? I'm a root. I just do the privilege escalation and become a root. Simple. That is the step to solve that entire CTF machine. So what we cover here: LFI vulnerability, password cracking, and the privilege escalations. Right? How to
Right.
find the LFI vulnerability? You can.
We can just use different tools like uh, either we can go with via the nmap one or the burp suite,
Okay.
nessus,
Or you can
any
see
web
the,
scanner.
yes, or the manually also.
Yeah, either manually we can recognize that
What?
in a
How do you
after,
the parameter after that file?
like after just searching for
You,
something, and some suddenly if we can see like okay, this is a file, this is a link that is indicating towards a document or a file or a txt file
yes,
that is stored in a php format, then we can just recognize this can be called as a vulnerability assessment manually or manual vulnerability assessment. So we can
manually,
recognize,
correct.
oh yeah, this is a lfi file, and here what we did, we tried to enter to the etc directory.
Okay, which is system file. If it
Yeah,
is visible, then it means what, LFA vulnerability is exist. Otherwise,
exist.
not. Right. And the next one is what? Password cracking.
Password
So
cracking
how can you do that password cracking?
via the hydra or the number of tool that you
No.
mentioned few minutes back.
Okay, like Nessus wa, Encrack wa. Even
Yeah.
you can use Encrack, Medusa. Like there are a number of password online password cracking tools. Okay. And the last
Yeah.
one is privilege escalations, which help you to change your privilege from low user privilege to high level
High
like root,
level play.
high level user privilege. That's all. This is the three
Yeah.
topics of today's CTF. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm just stopping my screen here.
Okay.
If anybody have questions who is watching us, you guys can ask directly. Okay. Yeah, later you can comment us, and I would like to give you a link related about today's articles walkthrough. Okay, which I already written in a document file. I will post that articles on my blog. Blog will be mentioned in descriptions. Okay, thank you. Do you want to
Thank you
say?
so much. No. If anybody has any question, then they can ask us. We are ready to for the answers.
Okay. Avinash Pingle said like, "Hi sir, you shared your stream." Akanksha, I
Yeah.
guess for today it's okay. Okay, I guess it's enough
Okay.
for. So next day we will live on another channels which is belongs to Akanksha. All right. So guys, please connect with her also for the next day. Right. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Vishal.
Akanksha.
Thanks every. Thank you everyone for joining us live and just taking the time from your daily schedule. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.